guys. I miss doing hi. Anyways, this is still Prime Morning. My name is Asiadua Akumia, but you can call me the Golden Girl. The Golden Girl is back on your screens, and I'm super ecstatic that I am back. Let me use this opportunity to thank everyone once again. I did thank you all during the introduction, but I'm still going to give you a thank you because I am immensely grateful for your love and support. As many of you do know, I buried my beloved father, DCOP Samuel Kwame Nkrumah Kumia. I buried him on the 3rd of May, and I had so much love and support from you guys. Multimedia team, thank you so much for your presence, the messages. I loved every bit of it, and I love the fact that you came in your numbers to also support me in my father's hometown. And to friends, loved ones, I can't mention the names, but you know yourselves. My church, Cross Gates Ministries, thank you so much for everything. Let me give a big shout out to my mother, Mercy Donko. She's glued to the TV set right now, and she's watching me because she wanted to see how I would be doing on my first day at work after resuming since the funeral. Anyway, so big shout out to my siblings as well. Papaya, Techua, Nana, big shout out to all of you. It's been incredible, wonderful, and I hope and pray that God will carry us through this very difficult moment. But God has been good. We are doing better, and we hope and pray for a bigger and brighter future. So thank you to all of you at home too who sent in your messages. Anyways, it's time for me to bring you updates in relation to all the stories that are greatly trending on social media. That's what's trending. I really missed this particular segment, and I'm glad that I'm back on your screens to bring you all the gist. A huge thank you to Shola Adeyemi. Shola held the fort for me when it came to what's trending, and she did amazingly well. Thank you, Sholzi, for this, for doing your very best on what's trending. All right. Okay, so let's move on to our stories. So the very first trending story, I know that you already know this, because over the weekend it massively trended on social media, and that is the passing of contemporary high life musician, legendary high life musician, Dada KD, Dada KD. I was telling somebody that he's somebody that I interviewed back in 2022, not on this channel, but the previous TV station I was working with, and he was an incredible person to speak with, incredible person. And from the conversation that I had with him, you could tell that he had so much optimism for the Ghanaian music industry. One of the highlights of that conversation was he and some other legends who are also high life musicians were planning on organizing a Strictly High Life concert. Imagine that, a Strictly High Life concert, how that would have been. So in 2022, that conversation was on the planning table for him and some other high life musicians. But we really don't know how that went and all of that. But we hope and pray that in the long run, it does happen. We end up having such a concert. Anyway, so if you do not know Dada KD has a very popular song, Fatia Fata Nkrumah. I love that song. And so you know what, let's just take a look at this particular video and listen to one of his very popular songs. We are about speaking with somebody that worked closely with him. There are so many things that maybe you might not have known about Dada KD. And also, maybe, I believe that there are so many misconceptions out there surrounding his death in particular. And so joining us via phone call, we have his manager, Kim P. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, madam. How are you?
I'm good, Kim P. How about you?
I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling well at all.
I know. Our deepest and heartfelt condolences goes out to you and every single person that was very close to Dada KD. Before we delve a little bit deeper, surrounding the death and everything, what would you say was the most outstanding trait or characteristic when it came to Dada KD?
KD is someone and who always advise when close to you.
Yeah.
I think so much. He will call you, fight you. I told you If you have not seen it, it's very quick.
Oh.
And I'll start. And every time that I keep ask for summer, every time he's somebody or you want to be with him.
I mean, I have personally encountered Dada KD. He was one sweet man. Every little opportunity that he would get, even after the interview, he would, text me and check up on me, And even the producer that I went with to do the interview with him, so I do know that Dada KD had a big and good heart. Where exactly did he die? Did he die outside the country or in Ghana?
He died Bowie,
He died in Bowie.
Yeah, Ghana.
Okay, in a hospital. The line is breaking a bit, unfortunately. So if you could kindly reposition yourself for me so we can have a smooth transition.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, because the line is...
Yeah, he died in Ghana here.
Okay.
Friday evening at Bowie.
Okay.
SDA Hospital.
Okay. Do you mind sharing with us exactly what caused the passing?
Okay, if I tell you that a kid was sick, I will lie to you.
Okay.
And if I tell you that a kid faces some problems, I will lie to you.
Okay.
We humans, we are like a car. We can move to right now. The next minute, the car will stop. And that a kid stay at Arizona, and he has a cook. Somebody who helped him for home chores and other things. So the lady went to town, and she came back. When she came back, she went to Dada KD's room and said, "Oh, Dada, I'm back. Do you want me to do something for you?" When she reached the room, Dada KD was lying on the floor, unconsciously.
Oh.
And unfortunately, our car we are using has a problem. So we have a taxi driver, which we call him for everything we are doing. So the lady called the taxi driver to come and pick Dada to the hospital. And unfortunately, they did not think, let's send him to Kolebu. But what they are saying is, he's a public
figure, yeah.
I think in private hospital. That's where they end up at SDA hospital. And that moment, they have to rush into the theater, emergency room. They put oxygen on him. The doctor said everybody should get out. In 5-10 minutes, the doctor came out and said that the kid could not survive.
Wow. Wow, this is very heartbreaking. Well, was there any ailment that he was going through in particular?
No. Maybe for 10 years working with KD, I've never heard KD say that, I'll have to go to the hospital. I've never heard it.
Wow. So out of nowhere, he just fell unconscious, rushed to the hospital, and oxygen was placed on him, and that was it.
That was it.
My goodness. So the hospital or the doctors could not open up to either of you the actual cause of death?
So they said we should come this week, Monday, to come and take the report. So we demand to know what exactly
Yes.
went on.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So
okay, so this week, Monday, meaning today?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so fingers crossed on that. We hope that they'll open up to you and let you know exactly what happened to Dada KD. There are so many things so many interviews, short clips here and there from his previous interviews here and there. So many of them on social media. People are saying all sorts of things from previous interviews. Even some are saying that at some point there was an interview that he had where he did mention after the passing of highlight musician Kofi B, where he did make a statement that he would join them soon, something like that. So people are saying on social media that it looks like Dada KD knew that he wasn't going to keep long on earth. Did he ever have such a conversation with you in any way?
KD and Kofi B are very close friends.
Okay.
So that statement was out of pain.
Oh.
It was out of pain.
Okay.
Because from that we went to the studio to do a tribute song for Kofi B.
Yeah.
And Reverend Bernard Nyako.
Okay.
We did that one too for him. But it's a pain because we met Kofi B at Kwewu for a show. That's the last time we met Kofi B.
Okay.
So it's like somebody we just met you.
Yeah.
And when we are going, you did not tell us that you are going. And even the post, he deleted it. But internet always hides something and bring it back.
Right.
So even I told him, no, you do have to post this. And he was even sorry for that, like posting this, because he's a public figure and people would think that, oh, he mean to. Maybe something is wrong with him. So that's why he's saying this. And he told the manager, sorry, this is not me. You know how I'm very close to Kofi B. Even me as a manager with Kofi B, I felt that thing. And
okay.
He doesn't mean to do that. But internet always hides something and bring it back a year back. Now people are using it like, oh, something was wrong with him, blah, blah, blah. Internet.
So it's untrue.
Internet. Yes.
Okay. All right. Kimpi, time is up, but then briefly, I want you to address this also for me. There was also some speculations on social media that anytime, he will try to seek for sponsorships when there's an event, he wanted to go on a project or do something, it was very difficult for him to get the help that he needed. But then now it looks like out of nowhere, people are loving on him and showing some love and care to some extent after his passing.
My sister, the truth must be told.
Okay.
It is not the death of Dada KD. Like, I don't know the number of people that Dada KD have, the lovers. I was shocked. I said, wow, so all these people love KD.
Oh.
To be honest with you. I said, wow, all these people love KD like this. Because he died, I've got like thousands all over us. My phone will just go over that, put it on charge. They have to call. I asked myself, so these people, how did they get my number? Somebody will call you and say, okay, they gave me your number. So it's like I called him and I could not get, I should call you. And I asked myself, are you now calling? And we plan to have a bigger show, his anniversary, but hey, no sponsor.
Wow.
That is a heavy, my sister, when I sit down and I close my eyes, what comes is tears.
We are so sorry.
It's all good to God.
Yeah.
All good to God.
God knows best. God knows best. Okay, Kimpi, let me take you back to the beginning of this interview where you were explaining to us exactly what happened before his passing. Now, you did mention that after his help found him unconscious in the bedroom, he was taken to hospital. But then, because he's a public figure, he was taken to a private hospital that is at Bawi. But there are some speculations currently that he was taken to 3 different hospitals. How true is that?
Yeah, he was taken to that, I have to cut everything short and go straight to the last point.
Okay.
Yeah, he was taken to 3 hospitals, which there's no doctor there.
What?
Yes.
Do you mind mentioning the names of these hospitals?
No, please.
Okay, you wouldn't want to.
I'm very sorry for that.
Okay. Not a problem at all. So these 3 hospitals, there were no doctors. And that's how come you landed at the Gbawe hospital?
Yes, please.
Oh, my goodness. My God. But in any way, can you give us a hint on the vicinities, the communities that these hospitals were in any way?
Come again?
Can you hint us on the communities or the vicinities that these hospitals were located in any way?
It's around SDA hospital, Gbawe. It's a private hospital.
Yeah, but then the previous ones.
I don't want to talk about that previous one. That is why I want to end it that one and just concentrate on where the doctor was very good on us. The doctor was very good at SDA hospital. The doctor was very, very good.
You can tell he did his best.
Yes.
All right, Kimpy. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Thank you for all the updates. And we are so sorry once again. I mean, it's a huge condolence to every single one of us because we loved his song. And we'll get in touch with you again so you can give us some more updates in relation to the 1 week, the funeral.
We are meeting the family. We are meeting the family to know when we are bringing the 1 week out and the funeral. So very soon it will be out.
We'll definitely be there to support. Thank you so much, King P. All right, so on phone was King P, who is the manager for Dada KD. And per the conversation you did hear, he has worked with him for over 10 years. Unfortunately, he said that Dada KD it wasn't like he was unwell, or he wasn't feeling, no. He was okay, he was fit, but he was found unconscious in his room by his help, taken to 3 different hospitals until they landed at Bawe Hospital. Now, the 3 different hospitals, it was because there were no doctors available. Bawe Hospital, there was a doctor, and he did his best, but unfortunately, God called Dada KD on Friday. Ah, my goodness. Very heartbreaking, isn't it? Well, let's see how people reacted to this on social media. Forget themselves, no matter how hard we work, we will still die. So what do we actually live for? All right. You can share your thoughts with us, okay? What is your most favorite song from Dada KD? We would really love to know. So take our WhatsApp number, 055-157-5757, or you can go to our Facebook page. It is Joy Prime TV. Them say that says, nah, this can't be true. I was at his show at Ahafumim last year. Okay, last year GA says, Baby Ako says, oh, so sad. May his soul rest in peace. All right, so like I said, you can contribute to this particular story. What's your favorite song from Dada KD? You could request that, and we will definitely play that for you before the show ends right here on Joy Prime. All right, okay, so let's move on to this particular one that it breaks my heart on all levels because we see ourselves coming back to situations like this year on when there's rainy season. The question that I keep on asking, Ghana's drainage system, what exactly can be done about this? Because we cannot be going back and forth with this whole thing. Now, this time around, even houses that are on hills, thinking they are on hills and cannot experience any flood. Hills are crampono. One more experience flooding. How? Just say. But I can't think far. I cannot think far. A minimal polytank in Accra, flood, took the polytank away. Polytank in the Tremuno. Just say, hey, what? Oh, big kiosk. Now, you see, the kiosk, I hope we will see the kiosk. Now, when you see a pass, I will kiosk you, me, now we just make kiosk na econo. Like, this is Kojo Sheldon. He's a great content creator, by the way. And, so his home also experienced some unfortunate flooding. I believe that this is the first time that he's ever experienced something like this. He at least expected it. And I did mention early on, East Legon Hills. Not be personal. Flooding, is he there? Just say. Oh my goodness. You know what? I just want us to move forward with this. Kiosk on the econo. Now, no watch video. I said, make kiosk on economic. Like you can't do anything about it. You cannot do anything about it. All you can do is to video it and then say, pay your last respects. I mean, that's the farthest you can go. Anyways, wow, look at that, Shay. You know what? I really pray and hope that something drastic is done about this. Let's see how people reacted to this on social media. What do we have? Let's take some comments. But if you experience flooding in your vicinity, please share your story with us on our WhatsApp. It's 055-157-5757, or go into the comment section of our Facebook page, Joy Prime TV. Big Eagle says, thinking that $58 million is wasted on a whole. Hey, you want to bring this matter? Just they bust my mind, Charlie. Danny Creamy says, where's my bar stop boys? What do you want them to come and do? They are doing their best. So it says, another rainy season is upon. Okay, it's upon us. I think you omitted the us. Lord help us. It's very sad. The boy spirit says, sorry for the disaster, bro. I know. Okay, so this is from the Sheldons. Plus says, why are they calling Mahama? Is he the rain? I weak. John says, East Legon Hills getting flooded while Trasacco Valley is not flooded. You see? Like, Trasacco Valley is not flooded. I don't get it all. How is the flood on the hills while the valley is not flooded? That's a very good question. Nap Sparky says, if you build on water, it will always find its way downstream. I think we also need to be very mindful. We need to really ask, the places that we are building, are they, you know, waterlogged areas? Transatlantic says, no proper waste management in Accra. Most gutters are choked. There are no strict laws on building codes. Yep. Well, you can contribute to this on our social media platforms. I can't wait to read them and, you know, share them with us right here on Prime Morning. And that's it for the trending stories with me, Dada KD, the Golden Girl.